Hello. So, it's kind of raining out here. Let me go up a little higher. This is the little yellow submarine. I got a pressure washer underneath. So, I'm doing it outside in the grass. So, two reasons. The clutch doesn't move right now. I'll figure that out one day. Not a big thing. The clutch does work. It's just not applying, or actually, it's applied actually. Completely applied. So where it should be kind of disengaged. So if your foot is off, it should be engaged, and that pressure plate or disc should be against that flywheel. Right now, I think it's just not. I think it's just hanging out. So I'm going to pressure wash, which first thing I should have did. I got my pressure washer over there. I showed you some yesterday, some how I worked it and hooked it up from 100 feet away. I got to turn the water on. So I'm going to jack it up and take the wheels off. I think that's going to be a little faster to do. So let me do that, and then at least I can pressure wash this side, and then we'll do the next side, and then the next side, and continue. So by the end of today, I'll have this pressure washed from now, and then when I come back after work, I'll finish the other three sides, 1, 2, 3. So let me show you how I'm going to do this, and then we're going to pressure wash the whole Jeep, get all the grind out. And this is going to look nice. I'm painting that white yellow soon. Now this will help the jack stands. We'll put one here on this frame. We'll put one there on that frame. And I'll tell you one thing. It's gonna be very hard to get into that clutch piece. Is all one piece. There's probably there's got to be a boot. I can get a boot in there with a pressure. I'll get there's like looks like a one-piece transmission. I don't think there's anything. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But usually you got a bell housing and then the tranny bolts to the bell housing. But let me put these up, and I'm gonna frame. And this is a nice frame. This is a good solid frame. So after I pressure wash it, it's gonna look good. Well, let's get this on. We'll put one stand there. Put another stand. Man, you don't really even have to. Oh, these Jeeps are so small. Let's just jack it up here. And maybe put a stand here. Maybe one back there. Let's see what happens. Definitely not the easiest thing to jack and grass. See if I got a piece of wood. All right, sorry about that. I might not be able to pressure wash this right now. Well, I'll show you the setup, and I'm not going to show you how to pressure wash. you press the trigger. That's it, you press the trigger. So let me move this, and this board, yeah, I know I talk a lot, blah, blah, blah. So I've had, this is history, look at this. I've had this board forever. I had it up the stairs in my barn. And I painted my Mercury Capri blue. That's the blue. So I got a bag. I don't throw much out, because one day you're gonna need it. The only thing is, you gotta move things around. I gotta get a pad. Now, if you notice in the background, the Jeep is leaking water while it's raining. What idiot out there is sitting there doing this? Because you know why? Because I got a love for these things, man. I do love these things. These things are fun. Fun. And I gotta say, if you love something, one day it'll pay. I don't know when. I'm just gonna go right from the transfer case. Cross member. That's gonna fall right off. I didn't think this through really. Oh. Wow, that transfer case is loose. Whoa. I mean, the cross member. Hopefully I don't go through the steel plate. That didn't sound good. Well, the wood's kind of going crooked, but that is enough to get the tires off and me to get under there enough. I can go further, but wow, that's interesting under there. So let's this isn't gonna work out very well, I can tell you. That board is like going crooked. So let's just put a jack stand here and there. I got a little ways, just an inch or two to go. Oh gosh, that's not cool. Man, that board's going crooked. Oh, Lenny. Even if you get the back half in, you're not gonna get the front. And you know what? Be safe. Go down. Move the board a little over. There we go. Get down in the cross member a little more. That's better. Actually, you're pretty damn high. That's really nice. Goes under that part pretty good. Okay, she's up. She's good. Let me put away this stuff. Pop the tires off. Let me get my equipment in. Now the other day I showed you this rubber brake. You know, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. In one of my videos, videos, I got the rim being in the process. This one I started, then finished. This will, he'll get done one day. I only put a couple loads just to drive it around the backyard. This is my nice setup. It's not finished polishing and room, but this is what's all going on the black one. And that's how it starts off. You know, and this is how it ends. Almost. There's one done on the black. This will be the second. I should probably finish this one because this one's already beaded. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. I don't think I've ever had this wheel on. wheel I got left over. And there, that gun. I'm okay still with it. Got a heck of a lot of effort, so let me turn the water on and control that. That's gotta be enough air pressure now. Man, that one stuck. Got like 130 in my air compressor. So last trick I got, I don't know if it's gonna work. Gonna give this gun one last minute. When that thing is full air pressure, I went with a short 3/4 socket impact. You cheat sometimes, that little bit of extension, half a socket, just enough torque to get it off. This is it. Once that's maxing out, trying it, then we'll see if we get the gun strong out or not. So if not, I gotta bring out the next gun. That's a 1/2 inch gun, the 3/4 inch gun. I gotta get a little more patience, wait for my air compressor to kick off. It might kick off. Just kicked off. Let me go guess what the air pressure is first. I think 180. I was off. 140. 140 is not that bad. It's all this stuff. Let's see if this Harbor Freight can work it. Harbor Freight let me down, or that thing's really bad. That's actually really bad. I'm gonna get my 3/4 inch gun and we'll go from there. I'm not gonna bore you with this lengthy video. I'm gonna shut off. I gotta go to work, but we'll get that off later. If you see it off, you know my 3/4 works. I'll put a video out making sure my 3/4 works. If it don't, we're just gonna break the stud. I don't want to ruin the rim. I do have a heat gun in there. My friend Bill helped me out with that one. That one worked out good. You know what? Let's not give Harbor Freight a heads down yet. I got a heat gun. We'll try that first before we get the big boy out. Because once you start going 3/4 or 1 inch, if you can't get that off at 1 inch, it's a major problem. You can't get that off at 3/4, major problem. A 1/2 inch, most guns will go 1/2 inch. I got a better electric 1/2 inch in there too. Cordless. That one works really nice at the wall. Let's call that an L. I did turn on the water. It gave me 5 minutes of pressure washing. That's all I'm showing you because everybody knows how to pressure wash. Okay? I have a over here on the pressure washer. That's all she wrote. And I'm gonna fire her up and then we'll see how it goes. I haven't fired it up since last year. Let's see if it worked. I just put fuel in it. Oh, here was the thing about pressure washers. Always hit the trigger. My hands are dirty. I don't mind being dirty, but I don't like being slimy. And then you gotta touch your tools, and then your tools are slimy. And it looks like a half-assed way to do your hands real quick. 2 laundry bottles, 1 soap, 1 water. That's all. Now I can feel like I work like a normal person. And it really sucks. Stupid to do it in the rain, but I just want to get a little bit done. It doesn't matter if rain or water is water. So hold the trigger now. I got no pressure here. Usually you get pressure. That's odd. Let's see, maybe we'll crank it. Maybe it'll start. Before it feels like the line's got pressure on it. Come on. This is hand tight. You know what? This is not that pressure. It just puts us on hand tight. first thing. I got pressure back there. I got no pressure up here. Yeah, first time I guess it broke, died. Man. That's very odd. Nothing at the gun. I gotta make sure there's water going up. Well, I don't want to bore you. I'm done for today. So that's it, buddy. I gotta get my pressure washer to work.